Guten Tag, liebe Schüler und Schülerinnen. Heute sprechen wir über die Subjunktion das. Today's topic is the subordinating conjunction das or that in English. Both English and German distinguish between subordinating conjunctions or Subjunktionen and coordinating conjunctions or Konjunktionen. Konjunktionen combine two independent clauses to form a sentence. German examples are und, aber, and oder. We learned the use of these conjunctions in novice German because they're easy to apply. Subjunktionen, on the other hand, introduce a dependent clause which is tied to an independent clause. Consider this English clause, because he left. This is called a dependent clause because it makes no sense without an independent clause and can therefore not stand by itself or alone. Now let's take a look at a subordinating conjunction or a subjunktion that you already know. To answer the question, warum willst du Chirurgin werden? You can just answer by saying, der Beruf einer Chirurgin ist abwechslungsreich. Nothing wrong with that. Or you could use part of the question and answer with weil. Take a look. Warum willst du Chirurgin werden? Ich will Chirurgin werden, weil der Beruf einer Chirurgin abwechslungsreich ist. Did you remember what had to happen with the conjugated verb in the weil or dependent clause? Let's take a look at our new topic. Das ist neu. Sarah will Schlittschuhläuferin werden. Weißt du das? To ask someone if they have knowledge of a certain fact, you could make two separate sentences, as we have right here. There's nothing wrong with that. But using the conjunction das here sounds much better. Take a look how it works. Weißt du, dass Sarah Schlittschuhläuferin werden will? In English, we would say, do you know that? In German it is, weißt du das? Take note once again of the placement of the conjugated verb. And now let's look at some phrases which will help you use this concept. Anything that you know, do you know that? I know that, we know that, do you all know that? Everybody knows that. That's all of these phrases here. Ich weiß das, wir wissen das, alle wissen das. Weißt du das? Wisst ihr das? Can you translate all of them into English? You will check that later in your OneNote. To express your opinion or Meinung, you could use any of these three expressions. They all three pretty much mean the same thing. I believe that, or I think that, or it's my opinion that, okay? Ich glaube das, ich finde das, ich meine das. Not that you would ever gossip about anybody. Just in case you do hear someone using these, they probably are. Ich habe gehört, dass. Man sagt das. Do you know what they mean in English? And we will check that later in your OneNote as well. Now, if you want to reiterate something because it wasn't heard the first time, or if you want to retell something that someone else said, you would use indirect speech or indirekte Rede. Here are three ways to tell what someone else said or to repeat something you said earlier. Ich habe gesagt, dass. Hat gesagt, dass. Sie erzählt, dass. Notice the first two are in the past tense, saying, oh, I said that, he said that, and whereas the third one is in the present tense. Sie erzählt das. She is saying that. Okay? So there's a bit of a difference there. And now go to OneNote, Grammatik, Seite 1.3 and fill in the worksheet. Und das war's für heute. Tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal.